Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. I was really excited a couple days ago to receive an email from a physician in California, and he wanted to share something with me that I had not seen previously. And it was an article that was in Kaiser Permanente's spring 2013 magazine, or their journal. And it's called Nutritional Updates for Physicians, Plant-Based Diets. And if you follow the link that's connected with this video, you'll go to my blog post and I'll have a link where you can access or download the entire article and have a PDF of this article to share with your family and friends, and email it to everybody, because I think it's that important, and it's certainly just a very exciting article to read. In part, it says that research shows that plant-based diets are cost-effective, low-risk interventions that may lower body mass index, blood pressure, HbA1c, hemoglobin, and cholesterol levels. They may also reduce the number of medications needed to treat chronic diseases and lower heart disease mortality rates. Physicians should consider recommending a plant-based diet to all their patients, especially those with high blood pressure, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, or obesity. A healthy plant-based diet aims to maximize consumption of nutrient-dense plant foods while minimizing processed foods, oils, and animal foods, including dairy products and eggs. It encourages lots of vegetables, cooked or raw, fruits, beans, peas, lentils, soybeans, seeds, and nuts in smaller amounts, and is generally low in fat. A healthy plant-based diet requires planning, reading labels, and discipline. And of course, side note here, the discipline comes from, can be easily achieved by using hypnosis. The recommendations for patients who want to follow a plant-based diet may include eating a variety of fruits and vegetables that may include beans, legumes, seeds, nuts, and whole grains, and avoiding or limiting animal products, added fats, oils, and refined processed carbohydrates. The major benefits for patients who decide to start a plant-based diet are the possibility of reducing the number of medications they take to treat a variety of chronic conditions, lower body weight, decreased risk of cancer, and reduction in their risk of death from heart disease. A plant-based diet is not an all-or-nothing program, but a way of life that is tailored to each individual. It may be especially beneficial for those with obesity, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, lipid disorders, or cardiovascular disease. The benefits realized will be relative to the level of adherence and the amount of animal products consumed. Strict forms of plant-based diets with little or no animal products may be needed for individuals with inoperable or severe coronary artery disease. Low-sodium plant-based diets may be prescribed for individuals with high blood pressure or a family history of coronary artery disease or stroke. A patient with obesity and diabetes will benefit from a plant-based diet that includes a moderate amount of fruits and vegetables and a minimal low-fat animal products. Severe obesity may require counseling and initial management with a low-calorie diet or a very low-calorie diet in the supervision of a physician's team. Patients with kidney disease may need a plant-based diet with special restrictions, for example, fruits and vegetables that are high in potassium and phosphorus. Finally, patients with thyroid disease will need to be careful when consuming plants that are mild goitrogens, like soy, raw, cruciferous vegetables, sweet potatoes, and corn. These patients should be informed that cooking these vegetables inactivates the goitrogens. These are substances that suppress the function of the thyroid gland by interfering with iodine uptake. Physicians should advocate that it's time to get away from terms like vegan and vegetarian and start talking about eating healthy, whole plant-based foods, primarily fruits and vegetables, and minimizing consumption of meat, eggs, and dairy products. Physicians should be informed about these concepts so they can teach them to staff and patients. And this article was written to the physicians, again published by Kaiser Permanente. We cannot cure chronic diseases, but we may be able to prevent and control them by changing how we eat. Too often, physicians ignore the potential benefits of good nutrition and quickly prescribe medications instead of giving patients a chance to correct their disease through healthy eating and active living. Wow. I never ever thought that I would hear a doctor or a large medical practice like Kaiser Permanente say something like this. So let me repeat it again, and please shout it from the rooftops. This just bears everyone screaming and shouting in excitement about this. It says, too often, physicians ignore the potential benefits of good nutrition and quickly prescribe medications instead of giving patients a chance to correct their disease through healthy eating and active living. If we are to slow down the obesity epidemic and reduce the complications of chronic disease, we must consider changing our culture's mindset from live to eat to live. The future of healthcare will involve an evaluation toward a paradigm where an evolution toward a paradigm where the prevention and treatment of disease is centered not on a pill or surgical procedure, but on another serving of fruits or vegetables. Let me say that again. The future of healthcare will involve an evolution toward a paradigm where the prevention and treatment of disease is centered not on a pill or surgical procedure, but on another serving of fruit or vegetables. Wow. This is just amazing, and to me it's so thrilling to see something like this imprint and coming out from Kaiser Permanente, that a medical organization like that would be putting this in print and telling the doctors to start prescribing plant-based diets is to me tremendously amazing and exciting. I'm thrilled. You know, and we all have the choice of change. And the choice is we continue with the standard American diet, the SAD diet that is, filled with fat, salt, and sugar, and eating the foods that make people fat and sick. But we simply absolutely cannot afford it. It's bankrupting our nation, it's weakening our defense systems because our military is having to turn away so many people because of obesity. It's killing us all. We cannot continue this way. And so we absolutely must have health care reform. And I keep saying this over and over, health care reform begins with each one of us taking responsibility for our own health care. We do have a choice as to what we eat, how much we eat, and ultimately our weight. And we have a choice to get off our butts and get from, sitting there watching the tube or from the computer and get up and be more active. So if you're willing to take on making healthy, responsible choices in your life, and losing weight, eating healthy, perhaps getting off medications, perhaps avoiding surgeries, getting to a good, healthy weight, and living an active, healthy lifestyle, then give me a call at 206-903-1232 or send me an email, roger@hypnosishealthinfo.com. I have numerous clients in several states and in several countries around the world. And if you're anywhere here in the Puget Sound area, you can come to this office here on Bainbridge Island or to my office in the Medical Dental Building in downtown Seattle. Once a month I'm over on the coast in Forks. If there's any way I can support you in making healthy, responsible choices, because you do have that power of choice, let me know. And I'll be happy to support you with that. I'm Roger Moore, and this is Hypnosis Health Info.